Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here today. And today is just going to be a reevaluation, a continuation of some things that we have heard about, some things that we know about, and really putting into context what we're seeing happen. Because it is happening. The downfall has already begun, and we're going to put it in context and just get everybody on the same page about what we're talking about. All right? So let's get into it. Let's talk to everybody about what's going on, Mr. Otis. What's going on? All right, so this is what is happening. Harry and Meghan have received another blow, and everything that we're seeing that's coming out of this couple, what they're doing, is showing us that they are living separate lives. Clearly, they're living separate lives, and you know, it's really sad when you look in context to what is happening. It's so sad and unfortunate. But it's predictable because we have these life experiences. We can see, but we're dealing with two people who don't have realistic life experiences that would have shown them the best thing to do. I mean, you have a prince who's grown up isolated, who has been treated so enclosed and isolated his whole life, essentially. He's not going to have a real perspective on the real world. And then you have someone like a Meghan who's been given everything since she was a child, and she's just lived in this bubble of that everything that she does is amazing and you'll get any and everything you want. And her way of looking at things has just not been realistic, and it's unfortunate that these two people came together and have ruined amazing opportunities to do so much to help so many people and to really create change for the better. But all they have managed to really do is to create change in a way that's very negative, not good for the people in their own circles. And they've created an atmosphere around themselves that has now started to shine a light on them, on their relationship, and how now you're starting to see inside this relationship from a negative point of view. That's what it is. That's what we're looking at right now, because this story, what I'm talking about today, really paints that picture. So if you didn't know, there was a Hollywood big event at WME. They had a party with a lot of A-listers. Everybody, who in Hollywood is going to be there. And Meghan's I guess her agent, Ari Emanuel, he's making more money than the celebrities that are now at these A-list parties. He is like the big shot of the big shot. And if you are a client of his, you are going to be making moves, things that he is going to do to get you to where you need to be. If this man cannot get you to where you need to be, nobody can help you. It's downhill from here. And he has not been able to do a lot of important things to help Meghan in her career. It's been very lackluster. It's been very sidelined. Like, okay, I'll help you. I'll do what I can. But then you're on your own, girl. You're on your own. And he hasn't been able to do much. It speaks a lot to the future of Meghan and her career and Harry's in Hollywood. It's just, I mean, I could see if you didn't have him as an agent. Yeah, and I think maybe not anymore, because I've reached out. It was very shady when I reached out to the agency about her even being a client. And so I think this client, actress, royal, whatever relationship has fizzled. It's fizzled to just being a name on paper. Okay, yeah, she's my client. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not doing no work. I'm not doing anything to move it forward, because perhaps maybe he just can't. Because why was she not there? So the article references this. Now, there was this party that was thrown, like I mentioned, by Meghan's agent, Ari Emanuel, and Harry and Meghan were just not there. Now, Meghan and Harry, for that matter, for the public speaking portion, signed with the agency in April of 2023. And we know that 3 days after the article came out, they had this party. And we remember the article, right? The Hollywood Reporter article that named and dubbed Meghan as Duchess Difficult. That she's, someone who's just not very nice to her employees. This article that came out that's read by everyone in Hollywood. Everybody. The Bible of Hollywood has read this. And then this party comes out and Meghan is not there. Harry is not there. This is your agent who's throwing the party and you're not there. That speaks volumes. So basically what has happened, Harry and Meghan are not doing the things that you would typically do when you're trying to make it in Hollywood. These are signs, I believe, that there is something wrong with this marriage. Definitely something is wrong. Now, they can try to fool us with these quasi-royal tours because they really do want Hollywood to see them as royals. But the marriage is not working out because, once again, they are no longer aligned in purpose. And if you're doing things separately as a married couple, when you initially started doing things together, then there's conflict. And where there is conflict, there is trouble with the marriage. And when we look at a married couple like Harry and Meghan, we can see a couple that is not ready to deal with people not giving them what they want. And they both want what they want. And if you are accustomed to getting what you want and you are no longer aligned in purpose with your spouse, then you are beating up against each other to get what you want. It makes so much sense. And so this party that was had by Ari Emanuel is just further proof that they weren't invited. Hollywood is not looking to them to be a part of this Hollywood scene, or they just decided not to go because Meghan could not get Harry to go, because we know Harry does not want to be aligned with Hollywood people. He doesn't want to do things that would put him in the same boat as the superficial lifestyle that he doesn't want to be a part of. And this is perhaps why Meghan did not go with him to New York, because we know that Harry most recently has been in New York for the Diana Award. He's going to be there for a lot of other things that he's doing. But it's really telling that someone like Meghan, who is a humanitarian, is choosing not to go there with him. So Prince Harry, he spoke at the Diana Award event where they were highlighting two young ladies, one from Jamaica, one from Indonesia, talking about their futures and how they are really paving the way for change for young people. This is what the Diana Award is all about. He spoke on behalf of mental health and the hypocrisy. What I say is how he's sitting there talking about mental health and advocating on behalf of these young people, which I find very commendable, but he hasn't walked the walk that he is trying to preach when it comes to his work around mental health, or as he tried to rebrand it as mental fitness, because he certainly has done a lot to impede the mental health and fitness of his own family. And so does his wife. And his wife came out as being someone who beats up on people's mental health by being a bully towards them. That came out in this Hollywood Reporter. And so Harry sits there. He's there now. People are looking to him as the son of Diana, who this award is named behalf of. And yet he's isolated as we speak from the royal family. William wasn't there, and one of the ladies there did say a thank you to Harry for the work that he's doing, but there was no mention of William. And this is as much part of William's work as it is Harry's, but somehow I think there is this back in fighting with Harry and his brother that has now etched William out of the Diana Award. And it's so sad to see these two brothers misaligned on for their mother's legacy. And you can't blame William. I mean, you really can't. William is protecting his mental health and that of his wife by staying as far away from Harry as possible. And this is why I think the work of talking about what Harry is doing needs to be exposed and talked about so people can see Harry is not really the person that should be there advocating on behalf of the Diana Award and talking about mental health when he has directly affected other people's mental health, that of his brother, his brother's wife, his family, and Meghan, his wife, has done it. So to sit there and to allow Harry to be the spokesperson for this Diana Award is a misalignment of character and purpose, because his purpose needs to be trying to get his life right with his own family. The other important thing I wanted to mention about this charity is that this is a British registered charity. Harry has no longer aligned himself with his country. He is a resident now of America, so he says, since he was evicted from Frogmore. So why is he still the one advocating on behalf of a charity that's registered in England that he has chosen to walk away from, but yet he's still the one who's there to speak on behalf of the award? I believe Harry has hijacked it. And I want to leave you with this quote that someone, a very big, high up senior person in Hollywood has said about Harry and Meghan. And I think this is really validating the tone that most people have around Harry and Meghan, is this right here. A senior figure who follows the comings and goings of Hollywood with interest in Harry and Meghan, watching with interest and following Harry and Meghan's work in Hollywood. This person has said that they are reaping the kind of schadenfreude that they have displayed. And I think that is so on point. And just to give you some insight in what schadenfreude is, it's a German phrase that means you are taking pleasure out of others' demise. And I think that's what they did in the beginning when they came to Hollywood. They wanted to seek the demise or create the demise of the royal family by taking pride in that with their Netflix documentary, with the book that Harry wrote, Spare, and with the Oprah Winfrey interview. They did deliberate things to take pot shots at the royal family, and I believe to be paid to watch their demise. This kind of schadenfreude is exactly what Harry and Meghan are now reaping from what they have done. And now people are watching them and happy for their demise because of what they have done, what they created, what they started. They are reaping the kind of schadenfreude with extra venom at which the entertainment business excels. That's the rest of the quote. And it does. They build you up then to just tear you down. And that's how the industry is. And then he goes on to say that it was only a matter of time before the industry press started taking shots. It's hard to find anyone with a good word to say for their film and TV credibility. And that pretty much sums it up for them. I don't see them sustaining in Hollywood much longer. I think this is why you see Harry going off to New York to do charity work, because he knows his future, his work is not aligned with the goals of Meghan in Hollywood. And that, my friends, is the reality of this marriage and what we are seeing. Just another story to kind of validate this soap opera that we are watching called The Imitation of Royal Life. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this video and vlog. Thank you so much for all my subscribers and my new subscribers. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.